What changed in the market to make it more hospitable for alternative providers? Historically, many third-party providers built great systems that would have stood alone or had some clunky CSV export running every hour to try to interface it. Now it means working hand-in-hand with a provider on the core modules, but where the ancillary or specialist systems integrate into the core system. This integration has to be live web service based on robust. It has to be self-reconciling and it has to be reliable. The more forward-thinking traditional suppliers are on board with these changes, realizing the benefit and potential sales opportunities in integration with these alternative providers. The other common feature of alternative providers is the model of service delivery. It is a sleeves-up approach, and this tends to save on time. The lack of need to project manage a big team means that the project management requirements are direct between the experts on the ground and the decision-makers in the organization. In what areas of their business are housing associations seeking alternative software solutions? Housing associations are looking to fill gaps in functionality across most business units. The sector is still recovering from the welfare reforms and the rollout of universal credit, so it is all about maintaining the high levels of service to their residents but delivering that in a way that is cost-effective. Another big change in demand is the standard of software in terms of the user experience. I could name at least 3 core supplier systems that look like they are operating in Windows 3.1, so if that client wants a portal and app for their customers, it should be modern, slick, scalable and device agnostic. Those two things are like night and day in terms of how they are developed. I remember the old green screen systems which said they would never die, as they were reliable and solid. We must learn from history. How can associations make the most of their software? Despite what I've said, there are not many terrible systems out there, just terrible examples of implementations and maybe some terrible non-core modules. Very often has get to the point where staff have disengaged or changed. My tip would be to engage with your provider initially to see if they will work with you, but do not settle. You have a choice. Improve it, and if you can't, there are alternatives. Review it, change it or replace it, but do not sit there and complain about it. What changes do you expect in the software market in the next 5 years? The future is all about channel shifting and integration between systems. At least half of social housing websites have a resident login area. If done well, associations will be able to realize the benefits of that online service without any degradation in service. The trick is to make the online journey sufficiently attractive and slick, so that people choose to do it. For example, the reason many of us choose to order from Amazon rather than going to the high street to shop is because it is more convenient, not because we have to. The successful providers in the next 5 years will be the ones that will work with other providers and their solutions.